Hello everyone and welcome back to another Division 2 video. Today we continue the playing Air Division series, but today we're going to do it a little bit differently. We have here a deck that, has a name on it. This is 20th Panzer that we're going to do today. It's Mimile's deck, and we have a guest today, which is Mimile himself, who is kind of considered the master of this division. And he's actually going to introduce this division and his builds to us, and we're going to do this in the future a few more times as well, whenever we have a good player who can be considered an expert in that division. If he wants to, he can actually come in and present it, because I think it's more interesting to see that deck and hear how you should play it from that player instead of me. I'm still going to do the playing the game afterwards and my final thoughts and all these kind of things. But this is a nice little twist, and hopefully you like it as well. So just a quick interruption here from Future Al. I just want to make sure to also point out that this is actually Mimile's idea. He suggested this on my Discord a few weeks back, and I really loved the idea. Which is also why he, of course, has the honor of being the first guest, since, again, he came up with this. And this also means that in the future, we will actually have a mix of good and bad divisions. It's not going to be from low tier to high tier anymore, because most people will present good divisions, meaning that we would, to have a good mix of episodes with guests and without guests, we also need to have a good mix of quality of divisions. And this is why this is going to be like that in the future. So, 20th Panzer, my thoughts on it. I do think this is actually a very good division for quick play, and I think it has been for basically forever, at least since I started. It has always been recommended, and looking back at it, I think never really has changed that much in that regard. It definitely has profited from some of the Axis buff, but it has never really gotten worse in my personal opinion. Now, the reason why I say it's very good for quick play is it is not only powerful in certain areas. I think it's a very well adapted division that you can play on really most map. I don't think you're gonna get any map where you just absolutely cannot play this division at all. Obviously on some it's going to be more difficult, whereas on other ones it's going to be more easy. It's definitely more of a mid-range division where it's particularly powerful there, but you do have enough CQC, you do have some lighter armor that you can fight on closer range maps like the Streets Out Cell, even though it is not particularly good maps for this division, I would argue. And while you have limited 2k, you still have some, so even if you end up on a map like Slutsk or Slutsk West, you actually have a very good fighting chance there. And obviously, any mid-range maps, you have a fantastic set with your Panzer IVs, Panzer IIIs, and the support version, as well as the T-34s and the Martyrs, obviously. It is also, I think, one of the easy ones to start with, because it has a lot of nice efficient tools, which help you a lot when it comes to trading. And I think another part why it is such a easy to go with and very versatile division for quick play in particular is that it has a bit of everything. So for everyone who struggles with going hardcore tank play style, it is not an infantry division, but it has enough to go around. And if you want to move, obviously, to a more tank style play style, it definitely has that. It kind of feels sometimes more a little bit mechanized, honestly, with the armor and infantry combination that it do have. And with that, I think I'm going to give the word to Mimile, who is going to present his thoughts, his build, how to play it, everything. And I'll just sometimes ask some questions.
Yes, hello everyone, and thank you for having me on. 20th Panzer is indeed a division I've played a lot in the tournaments and quick play, and I'm known for it. It's, as you said, a division that's extremely versatile. You could play it on almost every map and do well with it. You have everything. You have tanks, you have a long range, you have short range, you have a lot of infantry for a tank division, you have good artillery, you have very interesting air force, you have very good AA, you have absolutely everything. It's a very, very strong division. With the only tab that's really lacking is the recon tab, where you only have the Hochglarer and Panzer III to take and nothing else really. It's most limited, but it's not really an issue. The infantry tab is very good for a Panzer division. For infantry division, it would be pretty mid or bad, but for Panzer division is pretty good. You have the Panzergren DP, that's a very strong unit for its price. For 20 points, you get almost a Guardia DP, I mean, a bit less health and not the PTRD, but you have the 2 DP. The 30 point is very good. You have normal Panzergrens. You have the Stosstroop. That's a very good infantry unit for CQC. Again, for its price, with 15 points, very good unit. If you want hybrid infantry, you have the Pioneers VT. I don't take it here because I don't have enough infantry cards to take. If I was to take one more CQC infantry, I'd probably take the Pioneers VT, but yeah, since I don't only have 2 CQC cards, I'd rather take the best dedicated CQC. The tank tab is one of the most interesting tabs in this division. You have the Panzer III, fantastic unit. For 40 points, it trades up very efficiently. You can use it at close range against infantry. The HE is pretty bad, but the MGs up to MG is pretty good. You have an IS-2, that's always very useful. You can use it on a lot of maps. Again, the IS-2 is a very versatile tank. You can use it at 2K, you can use it at closer range because it has 3 MGs, including a Dushka. You have some T-34s, you have some Panzer IV, very a good tank tab. The support tab is also one of the great strengths of this division, the Panzer IV F1 and the Panzer III N, which are relatively short-range HE support tanks. Again, very good units. And you have 2K HE, which is pretty useful. The AT tab, again, super versatile. You have close range, you have super long range, you have marauders, you have a lot of good things. The A tab is fantastic with the Flak 43s, and I take here an ZKZ because I have 3 slots with 1 activation point. And I can, since I take 3 A cards, I can update the ZKZ to 7/1 and the Flak 43 in B. The RT tab, you have the SK-10, always a great unit. You have the Wildkammern, which is fantastic. It's an off-map, it can kill tanks, it can do a lot of things. The Air tab is one of the most interesting tabs in the division because you don't have good plane, conventionally good plane, very expensive plane that can go through basic AA and can still bomb. But your Air Force is very cost efficient. So you have the Geo that is a recon plane with 2 napalm bomb. The napalm bomb don't do that much damage, but for 25 points you can't really complain about the output. And it's still a recon, so it's still useful. Then I take the Stuka. The reason I take the Stuka and not the BF-109 is because they're going to get stopped by most things, both of them. The BF-109 is not super good. And the Stuka has actually a very good payload. One 500 kilogram bomb and 450 is pretty decent. So if you want to actually bomb big targets, a lot big HP infantry, the Stuka is going to do pretty well. And then you have the AT Stuka, which is always super useful. If your enemy doesn't have AA to cover his tanks, you can just kill them. This can pay off very quickly. Overall, I'd say what's important with this division is to have a good combined arms. You have a lot of tanks, you want to blob them. You want to do blobs of HE tanks and AT tanks, so Panzer III L and Panzer IV F1, Panzer III N. So you can take care of all targets. And you want to have infantry with them to spot for them, to force your enemy to reveal themselves. And you want to use your air to your recon plane to spot the enemy, your plane to take out the AT tanks, AT guns that could pose an issue for your tanks. I don't know if you have any comments so far.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna lead on with a few questions about the deck building for people who want to know whether some choices are valuable or what options you have. So I think for the infantry tab, it's relatively self-explanatory, though. Just one point, because some people might be interested. Is there any reason to take the Osttruppen in this particular division, or would you say it's an absolute no-go?
I think it makes sense if you're playing on a map that's very long range focus, like a Slutsk map, for example, because it's pretty useful to just have disheartened infantry to throw in the open, and your enemy just has to shoot at it from far away, and then they fall back, and then they come back again. And it's pretty useful to just hold ground in the open. I think it makes sense in that situation. Otherwise, I don't think it's very useful.
So basically tournament setting only.
Yeah,
okay.
Mostly.
Is there a reason why you don't take the leader with the half track? There's an AT half track one.
You can absolutely take it. Just the Pioneer Führer is cheaper, and I think it's more useful as a leader in general to have the TNT. But you can absolutely take it. It's a completely valid choice.
Yeah. You only have the one card with half track with the Panzergren DP. I assume it's because you want to have something fast with AT at the front line, so take the Panzergren Panzerfaust without it. Is it interchangeable?
I think it's also price-wise, 35 points for Panzergren with a half track becomes expensive.
Yeah, makes sense.
And Panzergren DP with a half track is more affordable. So,
do you think it makes sense to have more half tracks in B phase, or would you not recommend it?
If I had 2 infantry cards in B phase, yes. It's nice to have one that is fast and one that has a half track. With only one card, I'd rather just have the speed. Especially since, if you have 50 cal half track in Allied Division, then why not? Because 50 cal half track are very useful. But
Yeah.
The normal half track, they're useful, but not as much. So
Mhm.
the speed is a big constraint.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Um, just a deck building question, channel. So I see you have no Panzer IV in A phase, so you actually don't have 1750-meter range. I assume this is because you have the Marder in an AT tab anyway. Is that
Yeah, indeed. The Marders can
correct?
fulfill the same role as
Or
the
is
Panzer
there?
IV.
Mhm.
I mean, in general, what do you want the Panzer IV to do? You want the Panzer IV to fight enemy tanks at range. The
Yes.
Marder does the same thing. The Panzer IV has the advantage it can also go at closer range and support your infantry, which the Marder doesn't do very well. But you have so many tools to support your infantry, you don't really need a Panzer IV for that.
Yes, makes sense.
So, yeah.
So let's quickly go through. Oh yeah, I see something that people very often take, but you don't. The IH-18. Is it? Do you actually think it's not worth it in this division, or is it more a matter of not having the activation points for it?
I'd like to have more activation points for it. I think you have a lot of HE support already in the division. I don't think it's really needed. I think on some map it is very useful, and I would take it. But yeah, the activation point is a bit annoying. One thing you could do, and again depends on the map, is remove the pack 43 in the AT tab to get the activation point to take the IG-18. I put the pack 43 here for a quick play deck that could be used on any map, and sometimes you would need a 2K. If you're playing on map that doesn't need a 2K, then feel free to remove it, obviously.
Yes, I guess. Yeah, it definitely. I mean, it definitely makes sense. As I said, I think with the Panzer IV F1 and the Panzer III N, you can have your support if you need it.
Yeah, also the FK288, the Z3, is also
Oh
a
yes,
multi-purpose
absolutely.
gun, so you can absolutely use that also as the as an IG-18.
Yeah, this is really nice. So for anyone watching this and who doesn't know, you actually can use this as an artillery piece, and it has radio as well. So it's really cost efficient, actually.
Yeah, and the direct HE fire is pretty good. It's very multi-purpose gun. Same as for the SK-18, by the way. You can also use the SK-18 as a direct fire tool.
Do you
It's also
do you do that often? Because I don't really see anyone doing it.
I do it from time to time. It's hard to
Okay.
find the right occasion to do it, but it's pretty good. If you can make it work, it's pretty strong. I mean, the AP kills tanks in one shot, which is very useful. And the HE is pretty good at direct fire, so you can make it work. It's pretty strong.
Yeah. What? But that's actually a good point because I think this is where some people might have some questions. What would you consider other ways to build the artillery tab in this division that make sense for you, and what would you maybe not do? Because I see a very deliberate choice here of the SK-18 over the 81mm mortar, which a lot of people would take.
Well, I like the SK-18 because you can use it as a direct fire weapon from time to time. So it's something I like to do. The 81mm mortar is pretty good as well. You can absolutely take it. The Beobacter I take is because you don't have much recon, but you can do without it and just take care of your recon so it doesn't die. And then take the mortar if you want in addition to the SK-18. I think there's a lot of flexibility in the Arty tab. The Riffrahmen is something I would absolutely take because it's a very strong weapon. It can be used for a lot of things. I would not take the off map because you have the Riffrahmen, for example.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, yeah,
But
just
it's 150. You can take 150. It's also a good choice.
I mean, yeah, just maybe to add a little bit of context for players who might not be so familiar with the Wolfram. This thing is especially valuable when it comes to clearing out areas, especially since you're a little bit more, since you're obviously tank heavy. Whenever your opponent has really dug in an area with some infantry that is hard to dislodge for you, this thing can take care of this. If you have heavier tanks, because you might you might have run out of your 88s or Boyd Stalin, this thing will take care of it. It's just very versatile in general.
Yeah, very useful tool.
Not versatile, but very powerful at doing big booms, basically.
Yeah, and if you use it at max range, it will have a large spread, which is useful if you just want to pin everything in an area like an off-map would do. If you use it at closer range, like if you have a hail something or forest to hide it behind, and you use it at sub 1000, it's very accurate, and then you can kill the heavy tanks very effectively. So it has a lot of use.
I think last thing, is there any reason to take the 88 or the Gepard in the AA tab? Does this make sense for quick play. Is there an option for it, or would you generally not bother with them?
I would not take the 88. I would take the 88 in some decks to use it as dual-purpose gun, to use it also as direct AT or something. I don't think you need that here since you have the 88 AT and the Void Shine. I think you already have enough long-range AT, so I would not use the 88. The Gepard can be used if you want mobile AA to support your push, notably in the open. That's where it's useful.
Okay. Any other tips, closing thoughts on this, recommendations?
Be annoying with the air tab. The air tab is meant to be annoying. It's meant to, you have to spam the geos. It's very strong. It forces your enemy to get AA early. It forces your enemy to spend a lot of points on AA for cheap. It's very efficient at that. Blob your tanks. You have a lot of light-ish armor that you can blob them, put some infantry and push. And mix your tanks. Take many different things and put them together. Take a Marder, take 2 Panzer 4F1, take 2 Panzer 3, and push with that.
Okay.
That's my recommendations.
All right. Thank you very much. And I think we're going to test that into the queue now.
All right. Well, good luck with that. Glad to have taken part in this.
Yeah, it was very nice to have you. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah, I guess you can see how it's going to go.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you play. And I can't wait also to see you have more guests on. It will be interesting.
So here we are. And yeah, this is, by the looks of it, we have another guest today, basically, on the video. No, so I took the opportunity as Yapaz was looking for an opponent to practice with. I took the opportunity and just asked him directly because sometimes the queue can be a little bit hit or miss, and that way I would avoid that. Meaning that, you know, I did the classic pick a division and a map without your opponent knowing what you're actually playing, so that we have a little bit of the quick play spirit. However, in this particular case, Yapazo does actually know, because he has been informed of the whole concept previously, because he also will maybe present some divisions in the future. So yeah, he picked a map and a matchup that is hopefully interesting and fair. But yeah, I think we're still going to see in this particular matchup, especially some of the weaknesses and strengths of this division. So I'm quite happy with that. So first things first. This is a good map for us. I think Mimile is probably going to tell me otherwise in the comments, but I think this is one of the best maps for 20th Panzer, I would think, but I might be wrong. It's definitely a good one, like that much is for sure. So, first things first, we're going to get some recon planes. We're going to spam those. Yapaz will probably know exactly what's coming because he knows Mimile's 20th Panzer build. We're going to get some recon out over here. Now, he's playing a mechanized division. There will be definitely quite a few tanks, but there's definitely plenty of infantry to go around. So we can definitely target something with those. We can be really annoying with that. Good thing is also it's a town map. And this thing will delete his AA if it's close in here. The SK18 can do that as well, and then we can hopefully continue spamming them. So I think I'm gonna focus a little bit because I remember having talked with Mimile about things with content creator. There was a great game that he co-casted with Attack Power once, one of his games, where he basically did that, just focus here and then keep on spamming these guys, and it was actually quite nuts. So I will try to repeat that actually if I can, because that was definitely quite powerful, and I think something worth testing out. Because again, you have to remember, my main goal playing this series, although once I'm in the game I usually tend to forget that, is not necessarily, well, obviously we want to be played to win, but the main goal is not to win, but to really, you know, get a fun game and a nice overview of the division and how you should play it or how you should not play it. So it's definitely worth focusing a little bit on these things. I heard he has a few 50 cal transports, so that could be a little bit annoying. Second force of the chip, it's going to be alright. So we're going to have recon over here, we're going to have recon over here. The two classic places, really. I think there's actually a better one. Yeah, this one is a little bit... This one can see in the town here as well, which is why this one is actually better. Now, If we had a fast division, I would be doing the curb rush up here, but we do not, so I do not think this is worth doing here. He does have bazookas, so we need to be a little bit careful. He does not have fast light armor to my knowledge. He could have superior PPSH though, so we're gonna have to play a little bit on the careful side, just to be sure. And I think we're just gonna start with a tank blob, because my tank blob is gonna arrive before his. The Matilda that he has is obviously a nightmare for me, because it actually can deal with Panzer IIIs and Panzer IVs and the support Panzers fairly efficiently. But they are slow as fuck. So if I get a good push going at the start, I think I can actually do a lot of damage in the town. And then we can kind of go from there. I also wouldn't mind actually shifting them around, something like that. It sounds really weird. Never really done that either. I really wouldn't mind like trying to move a shifting around maneuver and getting to a different position where we can outrange them again. Things like that. But let's see how that goes. I think we could actually go for a play like in here. Maybe as well. Yeah, what we're definitely not going to do is... We shouldn't open with this anyway. This is too expensive. But in this particular case, we're not going to do it for sure. Because he has the IC-152. Not IC-152. IC-122? IC-122. And that one's going to be quite good at preventing this. So... Right, let's see if we can get in here with a nice little rush. And then we follow that up with some Panzer Grenadier DP. Like in here. And we are gonna bring... We're gonna bring a Recon Panzer III. We're gonna bring a proper Panzer III. We're gonna bring another one of these. And then we're gonna bring 2 support Panzer IVs. I'm not taking the Marder just yet, because I do not believe we need it that desperately. Actually, let's take a Marder as well. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take the Marder, and then we actually have a lot of efficiency over here. Where I'm a little bit worried is about this, but I do not think Panzer would be the kind of person to rush in there. Okay, we can still follow up with the AT gun if my recon plane, I'm going to send it over here, spots the Matildas come in here. Because obviously for this Seeker Sierra, it's a nightmare for me. But they are so slow to arrive, so if I bring the pack in here, I should be able to deal with that. The FK-288, so it's going to be alright with me. We're going to try to do a sneaky little thing, which is just sending a flamer in here. Because from my own experience, having played against this move, it can be quite annoying. I'm going to get the Panzergren DP in here. And another Panzergren in here. This is also where with the Panzerfaust, if armor is coming, you can maybe hop into the buildings and do something about it there. I think that's actually enough. It's quite light, but hopefully it should do. And again, I think we're gonna just see with the Geo what's happening and then react accordingly. We're gonna focus on the town for sure. This is where we're actually strong. And again, once the Matildas actually do arrive, it's gonna be a lot harder for me here to trade efficiently. So I'm gonna try to get in and hopefully do that before that point. That is, I think that is the whole strategy over here. Not I think, this is this is what I'm planning on doing here. Now, over here, we're going to go in defensively. We can see if that one maybe gets in a little bit closer, but he's definitely faster than I am, so I don't want to rush this too much. We could try and get a machine gun, like, in here, although it just, like, I've seen it sometimes do work, but for me, it never really has worked super well. I think I'm just not going to bother too much. What I might want to reinforce maybe is this. Just with 1 infantry unit. Over here, there's really not that much that I need, but we definitely will want to get this out. Usually I would go for an IG-18 over here, because it can do infantry support and it can do AT. Like for 1 unit, but that's all you need if your opponent is rushing you. In this particular case, we just cannot really do it because I don't have H18, so I'm willing to get an FK-288 over there at the start. Actually, No, we don't. Machine gun is probably going to do. Again, we use the Chios to spot for us. We maybe get a Schlossrup then in here as sort of a defensive tool in case he's rushing, and we can shift that over there if it doesn't. Now over here, we definitely want to have some more then. I'm willing to just use my CQC here for A phase in the town to get into a nice good position and not get overwhelmed immediately. I think this is worth it. We might want to follow up with a leader. Like in here maybe. Oh, we don't need 2 of those. I actually wanted to get another Panzer Granite, which we can send maybe in here. And our leader's gonna get in here maybe. That looks safe. We have a massive blob. We do... I don't think we need AA at the start. We shouldn't have AT planes to my knowledge. So I think we're going to be good. Yeah, and then we get this. And hopefully from here we can kind of move sideways, clear that out. Maybe we're going to get another support Panzer IV and a Panzer III recon over here as well. And then with the CQC infantry, hopefully we can push here efficiently. Ready! Good luck, have fun. So again, with the first take, we're kind of reacting to whatever he does. This is the main plan here. We're going to see where he's pushing big. If we need to defend here. Honestly, if he pushes this, I'm just going to give up this flag. I'm going to go for that one. Like, turtle in. Let him do his push. I'm fine with that. I don't think he can get AA coverage. So anything that starts moving into here is just going to get air spammed, basically. Oh, here's the PE. I forgot about that one. But it's actually a really nice counter. Because that one is in the nose. Yeah, I think it's going to take down the Geo. Yeah, it does. Alright, he's going to catch that anyway. Like, if I call it back now, I don't think it's going to matter. So, might as well. No, not. Okay. I don't see any Valentines, though. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get a yay. I need to get the vision off of him. Okay, that did not go as well as I had hoped. This is kind of what I expected. But I was prepared. Right, we're gonna flame us out in here. Make it hard for him to actually do moves. That did not go very well. Oh, crap. Didn't expect that to be as a peri PPSH. Definitely want to follow that up with some armor. There's a carrier Dushka coming in. Oh, okay, we need a support tank over there. We do need one. Okay, we can try to push this. Yeah, he's coming in, and over here we are definitely going to get one of these now, because it's very efficient against armor and can also support against infantry, which I guess has to be my main concern over here. Alright, we can push this now. We need to be careful now, we can't just rush it in. We have per PPSH. Alright, the blob. Doing the blob things. Oh, Matildas are coming in. So I think we're going to get these guys in now. Get some nice angles for them, hopefully. Long range ones. Oh, you should... Yeah, that was not so good. I was kind of counting on the Panzer III to also follow up on that. Alright. How are we doing? Got this kill. Something's up here. I want to fall back. Not sure. Now I need some more CQC to clear this out properly, which is going to be quite annoying. This one is... Come on, can you please start shooting? Thank you. I left the APCR on purpose because I was hoping that it gets me a good crit, which it didn't. Maybe it was a bad idea, but it is what it is now. I definitely don't have enough infantry here. We need to stay defensive here now. Actually, let's move him over here. Let's call these back. We need to shift into defense. It's not working. It's not working out so far. So we don't want to rush it. So we might trade very poorly. And this is the one thing that I don't want to do against Yapaza. Yapaza is very good at trading. The FK288 can get in here. This one can get in here. And I think that's going to give us some nice options. And since he is actually going so infantry heavy, I don't mind buying the SKT now. Maybe taking, you know, a little bit slower. Okay, we can get nice. I think that's going to give us a nice cheeky angle. Should we... I think we can get a guerrilla up here. It's actually going to be quite helpful. Again, infantry heavy, can blast away. He also doesn't have... Oh, something died. I have not actually... Oh, this is Chio. I was going to say. Not noticed that. And we can also get an AT gun up there, maybe. Or a Marder. Let's see. But I think the guerrilla definitely is very infantry heavy. And again, if his tanks can't actually reach the guerrilla can just blast away and actually do damage. Like, a surprising amount of it. Oh, yeah, he was not supposed to actually fall back here as well. Come on. Can you please shoot? Alright, let's get the guerrilla. Let's get the Marder up here. Let's trade him into this. Alright, got that done. Fall back a little bit. That thing's still there. I'm still a little bit afraid of it. Matildas have arrived, so definitely want to be careful about that. Yeah, he's there. He's got the 1311, but it's alright. We turtle up over. Let's get a Pentagon here just in case. Kind of have a feeling that he's going to make a move here very soon. Okay, we can actually snipe that if he tries to do something over here. I'm trying to see what's in there. Make a little push for it. And let's get the leader in here, since this is going to be the next area we're going to be fighting in for sure. I don't think he has AT over here. I don't think he has. Okay, see. Let's fold this back now. And let's get this thing going. See, so far it's surviving. I don't think he's ready for this. We get the support ready that we need. Flamer got killed off, that's alright. Yeah, we're just gonna slow it down and trade. Oh, he has a tank here. That is obviously not ideal. And it was a Matilda too. It's a Matilda too, but it also was a Matilda. That's actually the thing that I meant with it. We need another Panzer 3 up here. Oh, these took this road instead of that one. Yeah, it's. I really hate that this is not reinforcement road. We're gonna have to take it that way then. Let's try to get in here. Let's get the leader up here. I think he has recon in the church tower. We can get a narrow line of sight over here there, hopefully. And we can move him back. Like, really far back. Also get something like this in the open. From over here we actually have a nice lamp. Actually, we don't need it. We do have the other things. Let's keep it back here and see where we go. We can allow ourselves to have a little bit of a tick. We can allow him to get a little bit of a tick on us. As long as we don't, you know, don't go too far. Let's maybe also get one of these in here. But useful. Yeah, the grenade will just do some work here. Even if it kills a half-track, I'm alright with that. Matilda's coming in. I obviously need to be, again, careful about those. It is a bit of a problem. I don't really want to counter battery that. It's going to be a waste of time. One thing that we can actually do, though, actually with this in radio range, we can try and counter battery that. That one should also have radio range on it, so this I don't actually mind. Okay, got that cleared out. This is not really how you want to use, like, what you want to do usually, but, you know, it forces him to keep moving. Now we can focus on that thing over there. Get a Marder in here as well. Nice and rangy. And now we can actually hit that thing over there. And now over here we need to get some AA in as well. Kind of forgot the plane spam thingy. You need to engage here, please. And kill this thing off. That was really annoying that this didn't really work out that way. Okay, we can force it off before it reaches the Geos. It's alright. Okay, we can force it off before it kills the Geos. It's gonna be good enough. No, the Karadusha killed it. Alright, I think I'm happy to do this now. Alright, you can keep moving. You need to move as well, because you might otherwise just go after it. Gonna get some machine guns in here. We're holding, and we just keep on using artillery to trade. I think we're still gonna hit the Matilda, it's too slow to dodge this. Right, and we have a Panzer III here in this weird little spot now as well. He can hop in there, he can spot for us. I was trying to counter battery it. Well, look, if it's in radio range, I really don't actually mind counter battering the SS-76, as stupid as it is. Oh no, that's from back there. Interesting. So it turns into an arty party, which is okay, but B-phase has arrived. I'm soon going to be able to buy this, and then I can actually dislodge him quite well. So I think as long as I stall and just make sure that I can hold and not lose too hard. We also need to reinforce this, I just realized. I think I'm going to be good. This thing cannot prevent me from doing so, so I'm going to send that in there. It's alright. That is pretty alright. Horsch died. What was in the Horsch? Oh, machine gun. Alright, let's get this in. Let's go in for the bad boy. Let's get another support thing in here, and then we are going to need another infantry unit over here, because it's going to push this now. This is going to be next. Matilda got killed off, good. This thing has done whatever it can. We start using defensive fire on whatever that is. If it shoots again. Okay. Since it's not shooting at my artillery can't spot it, we're just going to go after whatever is over here. Surprised I didn't think this division had heavy artillery, but apparently it does. Actually, I think the first thing we should do is we should take out this, because I think he very obviously has recon it there. He has to. I would be very surprised if it didn't. Next up, nah, it's not really worth going after whatever that is over there. He might actually be, I think, I will have to ask him afterwards, but I kind of have a feeling that he might be just slowing things down a little bit. Not defeat me too easily, so that there's some content. But at the same time, Yepaza is has really heavily started focusing on trades, so I wouldn't be surprised if it just wanted to take it slow. I know that this is still sitting there. I just at the moment I bought it and then realized I didn't need it. I don't want to buy it. I don't want to use it if there's nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? So oh yes, please. Oh, that's nice 152. Okay, we need to fall back here now. At max range, the problem is this is not that expensive, so this is actually a fight we can take. Although I've had IS-2 fights at max range. I don't think he can actually. Oh, we can just get this. That might actually be better. No, this is going to be fine. Right, let's do that. And we're gonna have to get AA in here because it's gonna just continue bombing things here now. Yeah. Not really working the way I hoped it would, but it's alright. And we're gonna focus on whatever we can see over here. That is still shooting. It's quite far distance. At this distance, it's not 100% sure that it kills it, but it might. And that's all I need. Then we're going to fall it back over here. Resupply. That's actually a good hit. Could potentially have killed something. So it was not actually shooting, I think, at the right moment, but it was it was almost still shooting, so I was actually quite fine with taking that. Over here, we can definitely bring out the guerrilla now and get some work done over there. Wow. Okay. Come on. I'm not mad at this at all. No. Wow. The unit's really not performing very well there. Now we need an AT gun over here. We need AT in here. We need to call this back. Actually, I think we can do this. It should be safe, I think. And we just trade. And then we bring this in here. We turn off the HE. And then we bait him in with these guys. So we put them in defensive position like on the side over here. And if he wants to come in, we're gonna kill it. Yeah. And let's maybe bring a tank or two. So we have more efficient armor that has just arrived. They might be able to take a fight against this. We need to fall this back a little bit because at the moment AT could kill it. And we need to get some Panzergrens in here. Oh yeah, this is pushing in there as I expected. Okay, this is not yet adequately supplied. Turn off the HE. Okay, this time we got something good happening. We get some support tanks, and then we're gonna blob this whole thing. We need something for Panzer. We're gonna get a Panzer IV, and then with these together, I think we can do the blob tactics again. I don't think Mimile will be proud of me so far. I'm playing this again more like an infantry division, but I kinda once these arrived, we got really scared, and I still am because they are scary. Like they're not that easy to deal with. That's the thing. We can definitely shift this over here where I can at least do a little bit of ranged fighting. And yeah, we can't really push this at the moment, although what we can maybe try to do... No, it's not really. We can try this, but I'm not so sure it's going to work. Still going to get another one in. Oh, he got killed off by something. Oh, the Svelki SVT did spot it. We don't need that one anymore, so let's leave it back here. We can get some Sturmpires in. We can get this in here. In here, I think should be good. And then with this guy, we just go after I think this, and then we CQC push it, and then we can get moving, and maybe we can actually kill it off from over here. See if we can clear this out real quick. Oh, let's see if we can use the Chio over here again. I think it's quite deep, so I think I might be able to get away with a little air spam over there. This double vet, so it should actually stop it. Which it did, yeah. Oh. Oh, we can kill that the easy way then. Oh, he has an off map. Oh, crap. I think we're gonna try and... No, that's stupid, that's stupid. Let's not do that. I wish I'd seen that earlier, because I definitely want to kill that. I'm floating points like crazy too, so we're gonna get some CQC and regular infantry in. He's gonna off-map us here any second, so we're gonna maybe move that away a little bit. Yeah, there it is. There it is. The off-map, as expected. Okay, so we can actually reinforce. Now there's going to be two, but I don't think it's going to get the second one off unless this thing is so too slow at reloading. Oh, this is not quite enough. It doesn't get baited. That is a problem. I really hoped he was getting baited there. Resupply that one. Oh, he's trying to focus the Wolfram now. Right, whatever that is, we're gonna go after it now. This does not look... This looks heavier, so this is not a... Okay, we need to rush in here now. It's just gonna... It's gonna unload everything here. I think the off-map might have moved. I would need to confirm it. Is it too much if I get another one of these? Oh, he saw it, he saw it. I need to get moving again then. And over here, oh. And I missed that. I need all my infantry die over here. Right, we can shift him over there. Right, and I think we might actually have an angle approaching from over here. Could be something worth testing out here. Oh no, okay. Actually has AT over there. AA over there. Alright, let's get another one. Actually, let's get one of these in here. Hold this narrow road. Should do pretty good. What are you shooting at? Oh, this guy. Right, let's see the off map. So you go after the off map, you go after this, and then we push on. Well, now that he's used it, obviously we don't need to go after it anymore. But we can clear out whatever is. I think roughly in here should be something based on the thing. Okay, we need to resupply a guerrilla. Haven't done that very often. And then we can actually move up here. Oh, what I've not realized is that half of my support tanks are now gone, and so is my AA. This is obviously a problem, which we need to deal with. This could be... See if we can deal with that somehow. Let's maybe shift one of these over here. Oh, I planned that to get back in there, I forgot. Yeah, there was something there. Oh, I lose one of my Wolfram? No, both are still here. But I can't afford the A now again. Ah, that's why. This one could see it. Still have some tanks to blob. And I have, again, can't afford a... and you can actually... I'm gonna move it back because the last thing I want to happen is this thing pushing forward and killing it while I'm redeploying. So I'm removing this so that I have longer range. Hopefully... Oh, there's actually a nice angle in it. I thought of that previously. And you should probably shift your attention to things like further back over here. As I don't want this to get shelled. Alright, smoke this off. We can actually move over here. No. And we push this back. But that did not really work as I had hoped. But we still have the mini-off maps. So we're just going to go after that blob over there. And I'll already move back to where the other one's going to go afterwards as well. Oh. Yeah, let's maybe move that out of the way. Actually, remember the thing I was saying about... Okay, we might want to have some infantry over here. I remember the thing I was saying about going after the EA. We're going to bait him now. You can go back. You can move here and resupply this. Here, we're not really pressured, and I don't really see an angle of us doing pressure here. We're just going to slowly move this guy in there. Then we're going to trade our way back in. I'm not so sure if I traded so well, but we're going to have to see. There's definitely plenty of AA around. Right, let's see. It is still there. Good. We can call this back. It doesn't die. You can... Oh, and I forgot. I can also get this in. It's actually going to give me... No, it's not going to give me the radio. Oh, crap. Again? Seriously? This line of sight here is really, really annoying. Okay, we can 2v1 this. We can 3v1 this even. This thing is only cheap. Oh, it was damaged from the off-map. I was gonna say, this thing is only cheap, but it is not actually... It doesn't have good armor. So... We can get out of the building here, and then we can get close enough for this. Obviously, we need to get through those in here now. But But we are not defenseless here. We call this back then. Don't need it. Okay, we need to get this back and then we've stabilized. So let's see what we can do here. So my Sturmpire got killed off. Right, our tanks blobs are doing something, even though I'm, I think, pushing them a little bit too ballsily. This has been stopped now. We can actually see... can shift it. No, we can use it over here. And no, it's just not worth going after the over there. If we can kill it off and get out, good. If we can't, also good. What is he shooting at? Oh, he's doing counter battery. Right, shift the focus back to the town because this is the real prize here for us. Oh, Resvetska. Yeah, very much like killing that off. Right. I'm gonna focus one of them, which is gonna be the AA plane. The actual dangerous plane. This is double that, so it will definitely do damage. Now we can go after this. Oh. Got that yes, these guys as well, so we're gonna have to bring 18 here that can deal with them. And a bazooka. In case he tries to do some close range shenanigans with it. So we did stabilize, which is a short-lived victory, but it is a victory nonetheless. Which we're gonna take. And over here we can push back with that blob. Is it maybe an SU-76? I thought it wasn't, but I'm kind of doubting myself now here. Let's move it over here. Away, whatever that nasty thing is. Oh yeah, it's not worth going after that. Yeah, the rate of fire is actually more that of SU-76. Okay, the DA is still there. Didn't work, obviously. Well, we got this thing damaged, which is good. We don't have any more artillery, so... Still have these guys, I'm not really using them to their fullest potential. I think we can actually shift one of those over here. Maybe together with this ammo truck, but I definitely need to be careful. I'm running low with my ammo, and I need to be using those strikes well. I know this is cheap, but this is efficient. This is what actually is scary for me, so... I'm gonna get the first shot off here, which is huge. Because this thing is so efficient. I really forgot that he has these as well. Like, this is actually dangerous for me. That thing is highly efficient. Oh, he just can't see it. Wow, that is unlucky. Alright. Send some infantry forward to spot. Okay, I traded, but that's really bad. I lost 2 tanks, so this is definitely a problem. Marder can help us a little bit with those trades, but it's not going to be super easy. And this thing needs to get going again as well. Right. The Wolfram did shoot. What? Oh no. Yeah. I moved it. I remember. I was like, oh, wait, what happened here? But alright. And now we can maybe start moving. Actually, this thing's still alive. Wow. How is it? Jesus. Maybe fall back here a little bit. Kind of afraid of him doing some shenanigans over there. This has definitely been a rough fight so far. It's like completely from the back foot. Basically, since the beginning. It's not making it easy for me at all. Oh, this is another one. I didn't... Oh, jeez. He just bought another one. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Not looking very good for me. This is 1 ammo, and... Didn't I have another one? Oh, no, I didn't call it in yet. Okay. We can come in and deal with that thing over there. Let's go for this line of sight again. I mean, at least it's armor, so, you know, it can go move a little bit around. Let's maybe use this for spotting a little bit. It's worth going after this, I think it is. Oh yeah, it definitely is. That's going to be enough. It's going to hit and pin. It does what it needs to do. I think it should. Oh, these guys are so annoying. I just can't deal with the efficiency of this division. I'm too bad with it. Okay, we don't need more than that. That's alright. That is enough. You can kill that off, please. Alright. Took out one. We took out one. And then maybe with this one. I mean, if this is kinda... I can also just get one of these, I guess. Oh no. At least the Panzer IVs are cheap now, but I definitely need to get moving. I tried to take it slow, but I think I took it a little bit too slow. All things considered. This blob is definitely something worth hitting. And then... yeah, I cannot really supply this then. But I can clear this out. And then I think we're gonna get back in there. We will now get all the Panzer IVs. Oh. They're stuck, but we wiped it out. Alright. I think we... oh. Not expect this. This is where we really needed to Marder. We do not have it. Actually, the Panzer IV up close can deal with that too. Oh, we do have another Marder. Two more Marders. Pack 40 can actually do it as well. Even without the APCR. Right. Oh no, he has two more rows. And I'm missing. No, come on. All you needed to do was hit one thing. All you needed to do was hit one thing. Jeez. This is so annoying. Alright, but we can bomb it. We can bomb it, I think. If it's only 25 mil, it can force off the cheer, but it can't force off my... oh, there we go. Look at that. Build out. Good. There we go. No, that's too fast. There it is. And now we can engage. Okay, so the one thing I was most afraid of, it's that. We stabilize as well. Gonna shift this over here to deal with that thing. It actually has a gun, so it's not gonna be a walk in the park. But I think we actually have a chance of doing something over here. We have a chance of winning this. And do you have any ammo left? No, this is the last one. Oh, no. Pull back in case there's a Rozvetka. It's Strelky DP though, so it's good. And we should get AA in here now. Definitely need to. Alright, we need to use the last bit of ammo that we have efficiently. We should definitely get AA in the center now. Wow, look at how much that is. Wait for the Geo to spot again before we do anything. Let's get A in here again. Okay, so he's going in defensive mode with Aftos, which I think is a desperation sign, so that's good for me. Oh yeah, definitely need to deal with that now. And that counts as range now. Actually, we don't need it. Wait for it. We do not want to waste the few charges we have. There we go, we get the tick going. As long as we can hold it, we're golden. Oh yeah, I wanted to rush that one in here. I guess we can just go for that building now. They got bugged out, but now we can push that as well. We wouldn't actually have needed those, but it is what it is. Let's slow down a notch here. We got the single tick. We don't need more. I think at this point it's better to just commit. Although, yeah, it's going to kill it. Here's another one of those. This is annoying. Heck. Though I do have a solution for that. I'm gonna go greedy here and try to hit the AA as well. I'm gonna regret this. I'm so gonna regret this. I'm gonna hide this somewhere where I cannot easily see it, because if I lose that, that's gonna be a problem. Well, these got also unloaded. I can move them forward too. Ooh, I am shaking. This is not an easy game. I'm gonna regret doing this for the greed, because I think I'm not gonna get. I know it. I already know it. I'm not gonna get either of those. It's so obvious. Oh, there's the Rovnar tank. But I probably damaged it enough, which matters, and then I might be able to finish it off with an AT plate later on. Speaking of which, I can kill that. Oh. Yeah, let's maybe not rush it. There's plenty of armor. I mean, eventually I can actually bring this out. It's just the problem is it's going to be quite expensive at this point. Well, it's actually the one he used over here. He shifted it. He didn't buy a new one. Did I get it? Might have. Could have been enough. What just that? Oh, I always forgot about that. Yeah. This is just in range. Oh, I wanted to go back. Well, as long as it works. Jeez. Yeah, I didn't expect to run out of ammo with this, but the Paz is obviously a tough opponent. He still has a Matilda! This is my curse. These stupid Matildas. Ah! So annoying. So annoying. I'd actually be able to at least force those off for good. I might actually be able to kill that off as well. That would be pretty good, because that allows me gives me some options for plays. Obviously, I could try to move the gorilla down here as well. Maybe you can see it. Maybe let's call that one back. Is he grouping up here? Oh no, the Matilda spotted my Marder. Oh no. It's Joba. No, it is not Joba. It is Joba. I spotted this. Yeah. Right, he's retreating that. It's not worth going after it then. This is really the biggest. This thing is still alive. Wow. What a master of survival. And I can actually now get a line of sight on these stupid Su-76s over there. Stopped it again. Ah, you Panzer, you're not gonna make my life easy here, don't you? And release. Oh. Trying to move out of it, but I might still get it. Oh! Wait. Oi. Und dann pusht es. Yeah, I have a feeling I kinda playing this a little bit too defensively all the time, too trade heavy. Kinda relying like I play balanced, and now all my artillery is out of ammo. And I don't think it has really done enough in this game. It's a shame. But it is what it is. I think this position is also not really useful anymore. Might as well just get them into the town here. Oh no, that was a good strike. I might actually be able to make some moves over here. She already died doing that. Not so good. I'm kind of afraid sending this in because I don't actually know. We can find out if it's still there. No, it's a CIS-3. We're not going to find out. But actually, if we go over here, unless there's AT over there, I think the T-34 can actually support that push and we're going to be good. Okay. Marder's doing Marder things. It still has more of those. Jesus. Worse of this thing, which we can push up, I guess. Okay, we are officially blind. We do not want to push there anymore. Okay, just hold this. Just get in here, hold this. And now we can make a fresh push over there. Move this up. We can move him. We can move you. We still have one strike here if we really need it, which we might. And then we can go from there. We can take... right there. We might actually go back to the CQC. Just gonna have to try it. This thing might still stop it, but I kind of have to go with it. Oh, I'm gonna get sandwiched here. Where's the IC-122 as well? Crap, here's everything. Really does. Okay, this is gonna be the last charge. Of the last two, actually. 1.5. To be precise. Should have used those more way earlier, because yeah, it's gonna get in. It's gonna get in. Okay, I think it's safe to cross here. I'm gonna buy another one because I need to deal with Zama. It is unironically a problem for me. But we're gonna approach from over here because I don't think there's A over there. And the 45 is now moving up as well. We used the Gorilla for close range fire support, fuck it. Yeah, see, there goes the flag that we wanted. We're gonna kill this thing because this thing can one-shot our tanks. And I do not want that. That's actually quite the problem if that happens.
Feind direkt vor eigener Stellung. Rot 1 an alle. Funküberprüfung. Kommen. Breche Luftkampf ab. Haltet mir den Rücken frei.
There we go. And I think it should survive. I did go after the gorilla, so I'm perfectly fine with that. We definitely should call it back now, because he might go after it. Alright. Oh, actually, no, it's not in distance to the damage, so we're good. Alright, let's see what we can do over there. And I think we're going to wait for another one of those. Yeah, let's just fall it back here. No need to rush it. Get a gorilla as well for anti-infantry support. Stupid as it sounds. Get him out. Get him over there. Block with the Wolframen. Actually, I think we can shift the Wolframen back to the town where it's more needed now. Actually, please go like go this way, then this way, and this way. We can use this as artillery because we need it as such, probably. I think we do. But actually, that's quite a large force here. Let's fall him back from here, maybe. Let's get an infantry unit over there. He's fighting hard. He's in a bad position. Just gonna have to accept that this is gonna die. Sucks, but it is what it is. Oh. Yes. If you can kill that, that would be great. And we can cross. Oh. That is not good. I think I have an idea what's going to come here. Alright. Let's get in there. We need to follow this up super close, otherwise it's going to ashpan us over there. No. Do not do that. Do this, then do that. We still have that one, and I think we can actually... No, I need to have information. Without any information, it's not so good. Actually, I think we can get this as support in now. Oh crap! Did not expect him to have more of those. Well, we're gonna bring this up close. So here's what we're gonna do. I think we can win this. Despite the cover difference, it's too low on health. Yeah, see? We're gonna wait and then we're gonna... Oh, we don't have to go from it. Well, we can still Stuka strike it up close. No, no, hop into this building, please. Do it. What? Right, there we go. Thank you. Move over there.
kampfbereit. Die Gruppe erwartet ihre Befehle. Erkannten Feind niederkämpfen. Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorn.
Alright.
Bereiter Hauptmann.
Uses a support and AT gun here. We need to spot where things are and what is where. Right, you can actually just chill there. I guess there's the tank.
Gibt es neue Befehle?
We're gonna kill with this thing.
Bewegung! Macht euch kampfbereit! Zieh den Arsch an Hand!
I think I might actually win this thanks to the T-34. So
Mache mich auf den Heimweg.
I'm just gonna strike. There's probably roughly in there. There we go.
Zum Schützenrodel aufgehen. Mir nach!
Actually just collapse, but I don't want it to because I need to know where exactly these things are. And strike it with another Stuka, get it out, and then move in.
Feuer und Bewegung! Raketen geladen, Kommandant. Wir bewegen uns zum Zielpunkt. Jawohl, Kommandant. Das Ziel ist nur noch ein Haufen Staub. Staffel erwartet Befehle.
That's going to be the 59 actually. Alright, now we move in. We're just pushing through. Actually do like this. So that we don't miss it and can surrender it. No matter where and what it is. Then we get some more tanks in. We're going to have to use them a little bit more boldly now, but it's going to be alright. Going to bring our recon relatively close. I think he's running out of line infantry. I think he's really relying now on only CQC. Which is good. Again, we're going to kill the tanks if we can with either the Wolfram or the J87. We can use this as AT now since they're useless without any ammo. Might as well. And then... Okay, I think we should still be able to pin it in time. It's so low. It's going to be not a good fight, but... I think we can do it. I actually want to see. I probably should focus on other things, but... No? Yes? Yes, we could. Alright, and hopefully that should do it. Okay, I've not actually paid attention whether it's still alive, so, but we can actually go after... We can move it forward to, like, over here. And I kill that stupid thing right there. Oh, okay, that thing finally died. But yeah, the longer this goes, the more work his artillery can do, since he still has ammo in it. So, I might want to actually take care of this. The sooner the better. And we just grind this forever. It's gonna be a very long video. I can tell this is very. I think if you haven't noticed yet, this is gonna be one of those forever videos, and we can now use this to shell whatever is hiding in here, because then we can actually go for this flag eventually. And now you can go after. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I've not struck in it. I think it hasn't moved. So, not what I wanted. You have to stop here. Let's get some more recon out. I need to be able to see. I need the points. I have the points anyway, so I might as well use them for that. Right, where's this stupid thing? I saw it shooting. Yeah, it hasn't moved. It's gotten used to not being able to get away with not moving it, so... So now he's not moving them anymore. And now I'm going to kill it, hopefully. We still have this thing. Something died. My recon died. This thing is bouncing something. I definitely do need to recon. This is what tells me. This is what this tells me. Let's get this up. 59. Let's take him very close. Quickly. Let's try to airstrike him here. I'm gonna bring my last infantry unit in here. We're gonna strike whatever is in here. Because if it's CQC, I'm kinda screwed. A little bit. CQC can actually go in here at our recon. I'll actually pay attention. I actually might have recon in there.
Wie wäre es mit Trommelfeuer?
Yeah, we can't adjust anymore. Would be nice to actually kill
Ziel zerstört.
this thing, but
In Bewegung. Macht euch kampfbereit. Mache mich auf den
that's
Heimweg.
alright. That's alright.
Ich hau ab.
What was it? Oh no. Oh, this is where. Oh no. You bother.
Der Motor.
I was thinking it can't be already up here. That's it's way. That would be way too late. I encircled something and it died here to Seeker's units. Crap. GG, well, I'm not actually sure if I'm still, like, with so few units out here, it could have really gone, I think he could still have won this. Okay, no, I don't think he could have won this. I do not think he could have won this. Well, although maybe, I was out of stuff, basically. Like, trading better doesn't matter if your opponent still has things and you do not. So, ooh. What a game. That was a close one. That was a close one. He gave me a hell of a fight. My initial push was blocked so well I did not know what to do, and he killed my tanks off so well. And then the Matildas came in, and the Matildas were a true pain. Like I felt like we couldn't really push against them. His off-map also was really devastating. I actually can't believe I could get away with not having an EA in the center for so long. I should have bought it ages ago, but I think he kind of forgot and ignored his planes because in his mind it was like okay everywhere. So, and that was not actually the case. I think the Wolfram strikes could have been placed a little bit better because I didn't really do good follow-ups most of the time. And I think the SK-10s, I will expect to see some kills. Yeah, there we go. But I think they were not super effective because a lot of the targets they were actually shooting at might have been tanks, which just don't do enough against it. Like the way I played it, I think in a tournament setting maybe where you're running out of supplies this late doesn't make that much of a difference anymore. Sometimes on Maverick Miss, or maybe I was playing it more with a balanced mindset where you can just blast away with your artillery. But you definitely need to be more resourceful if you start using them in A phase, and because I mean that I don't think that would have made that much of a difference here, because they run out so much earlier. But you definitely need to be more resourceful if you want to bring both Wolfram and just general with Maverick. I still sometimes fall into the trap of playing it more like a balanced player, which I definitely shouldn't. But look at the kill as well. In the end, it was definitely a little bit more blue than red, but it still, like, he still held on quite well. Okay, the SK-10 actually did do a lot of work. Especially these kills were huge for me. So I don't think I can complain. I didn't even realize I killed that 37. I think that got out, but apparently didn't. The Guerrilla did more than I noticed as well. The planes, obviously, once I cleared out his AA, I should have focused on that way earlier. I said I was going to do, and then I didn't really do it because I was overwhelmed by Yapaza. Like, I just didn't really, I couldn't get an angle on getting in with the AA. Sorry, with how he played it. So I was like, my attention was kind of to at least stabilize before I do it. And yeah, I think I could have actually helped start it earlier because had I gotten the A, I just never really felt comfortable focusing on it, except for the few times I actually actively went for it. But I really do believe, I do believe I could have done this better. I think I could have afforded it, and I should have done it. But in the moment, I just didn't really feel like I could afford it at any point, and I was losing heart because of that was a rough one. Yeah. I mean, the Matildas, yeah, those were annoying as heck. And that was kind of to be expected. I mean, they're really good when it comes to trading against like Panzer Freeze and Panzer Force. D-44 would actually be quite good against it. Well, it's not quite good because it's low rate of fire and the Matilda can still overpen. But at least it would have been a decent unit. Maybe I should have just been patient and waited for those. But I just spammed them out a little bit too heavily on the right-hand side, and then in the middle I got them. It didn't really push them. Look at how much damage is off my god. It's actually not so many of my tanks, because I just didn't pay enough attention. But yeah, that was it. So let's go back to the deck and talk about my thoughts on the division and the deck, although this is going to be a quite short one in this case because, yeah, the division is well known. I've played it a few times. Well, a lot back in the day, a little bit less these days, but yeah. And I mean, the build, it's Mimile's build. There's not that much to say about it other than that it's nice. But I will share some things that I definitely noticed in this game that, for me personally, I think it might be nice to have. So let's talk about it. But before that, just one thing that I also want to point out on that game. There's obviously a lot of mistakes that have been made on my part, but definitely one that I actually also, having thought about it a bit more now, definitely want to point out is I definitely did not respect the speed enough, which I even talked about it at the start of the deployment, and I still underestimated the Panzer's opener and where he would and could go, and I definitely paid for that a lot, which put me in a really bad place. Other things, again, I think I should have definitely used my artillery more efficiently, and actually really focused the A as I said I would, because it would have made my life a lot easier a lot earlier. Yeah, I did my best to try to play it as Mimile described, but I still failed at it for the most part. Definitely did very poorly with my tanks, but I'm really an infantry player who is trying to learn tank divisions more, but I'm kind of sucking at it, and I'm really just I think sometimes a little bit too careless and then too careful with my tanks, and that backfired a little bit. But I will definitely, practice this a bit more. It's such a fun division. I haven't really played it much recently, except for one tournament game against Mimile where he absolutely destroyed me because guess what? If he's the master of the division, he also knows exactly how to counter it. And yeah, because it is a lot of fun, so I'm going to do that more often. Now, my thoughts haven't really changed much. It's, again, it is very versatile. It is just super good. And while it is not the best on every map, and while there's things that it could have to make it even better, I think it's a very good spot overall. It's quite decent. We saw it on a mid-range map, which is where this is strongest, but we definitely saw one of the things that this division I think struggles most. Again, that is other divisions that have efficient tools to counter armor, especially plenty of them. So things like the SS-76 and the Matilda, or in other divisions also the Valentines are I think what are particularly problematic for this division. Now, some of these tools are also problematic for a lot of other divisions. So that's not to say that this is unique to 20th Panzer, but it's, I think efficiency with the Panzer IIIs and the Panzer IV F1s are one of its big strengths. So if you have something as cheap as a Matilda that you can just in mass kill your tanks, which, here if I blocked more, I would have won probably because if Panzer didn't block his Matilda enough. Well, it was enough, but, I could have blocked more than it would probably have been enough to deal with him, but you kind of get the concept, right? I think you need to be a little bit more blobby with this than I was here and have a little bit more infantry around your tanks for sure. That one is no debate. And then he can deal with it, but it's still one of the things that I think this division can struggle with, because obviously it takes out tanks for cheap, and it means that your efficient tools are not that efficient, actually. But other than that, I really like the division. And I have liked it for quite a while, just haven't played it much. As for the build, I'm going to leave it as it is. Mimile has put a lot of thoughts into it, and I really do agree. There's, things that I wish I would have, but it just can't fit in. I definitely think that this is the way to go for the support tab. And then, unfortunately, the IG-18 doesn't fit in, and I really would love to have it, but I have to agree with Mimile that this is probably the better way of doing it. So, it is what it is. Yeah, AT tab, in this very particular game, I think this thing would have been useful against Matilda, but it's really only that one, so I think this is perfectly fine as it is. I wouldn't change anything here. This was not so useful in this game. I mean, it was good, but I don't think the double that made the difference in this game, but nonetheless, having it is definitely nice, and since, this is 1 point slot, all three are 1 point slots, there's just no point in taking anything else instead. The only thing that you might want to do is take some artillery in form of the 81mm mortars, but the SK-18 is good enough, and it is at distance quite accurate if you have radio, and it's actually cheaper than the 81mm mortar, so that can't really be an argument as well. So, if you want, still feel free to make the changes. Mimile talked about at the start, things that you could change if you want to. But I think I'm pretty fine with this. This is the one thing that maybe I'm the most skeptical about. But in reality, truth is, looking back at the game, I definitely should have used a little bit more recon earlier. And so that's actually a good sign that I should use it. And yeah, I think you could pretty much see in this game, not just out of desperation, but also I could actually use it. I pretty much brought out all the tools because I actually wanted to bring them, not because I had nothing left. So I think that's a good sign that this is a pretty useful and pretty good build. So with that, just one last thing. As always, you can obviously wish for the next division, and this is going to change a little bit because from now on, we're not going to do low tiers to high tiers anymore. It's going to be a wild mix of different tiers of divisions. The reason for that is there is more people who would be interested in presenting their divisions, and those are going to be mostly good divisions. So if I was to do bad divisions to good divisions, it would be all the bad ones with no guests, so basically business as usual, and then all the guests at once. So that's not a nice mix of content. So to improve it a little bit, we're going to do a mix, and you can just wish for the division. And as always, the most upvoted one or most commented on will be played next. There can be some exceptions here. If it's one particular division I know someone wants to present and I cannot schedule with that person to bring the video out in the following week, then I might do that later, but I will keep it, I will still keep it in mind that this was wished for, and will do it as soon as possible. So just to be clear, why maybe a division that you wish for is not actually going to be played immediately. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Suggest the next one in the comments, and see you all in the next one.